Hey everyone, I'm Rasha Raymond from the Ryersonian, and I have two very special guests joining me today. April Mullen, Canadian director of the movie Badsville, and David J. Phillips, producer of the Badsville.
Hi.
Thanks for joining me, guys.
Thank
Cheers.
you.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks.
All three of us.
When did you guys both graduate from Ryerson? What program and what year?
I graduated the theater program in 2000, but at the time it was just a 3-year program. So I eventually came back to finish it and get my degree in 2005.
I forget the year, but I was at the acting theater program as well, and I think it was around the same time,
I think it was like
2004.
yeah, we just missed
Yeah.
each other or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think Ryerson's kind of being at Ryerson prepared you for Badsville and your previous projects?
I mean, it's kind of interesting. I mean, I think it did in so much as, just living downtown and, being surrounded by so much culture and so much life, I think kind of influences both yourself as an artist and as well as just like dealing with people on a regular basis. I mean, it's weird. I think being an actor and graduating from that just kind of helps you in your day-to-day sort of life, and being able to talk in front of people and being able to socialize and meet people and kind of, not get nervous when you're talking to big movie stars or that sort of thing. I think in that respect, definitely, it helped me at least, not to speak for you.
Yeah, I think that Ryerson, the most important thing Ryerson brought to my life in general was that it was important to create your own work and your own voice and find your own voice. And so I started a production company out of school, which allowed me so much more freedom to tell the stories and be a filmmaker and take big risks and fail and succeed, And it really helped when we were doing Badsville as well, which is like an indie film at its heart. And, coming from a school where it's about entrepreneurs and the love of filmmaking, and it's for the passion. It creates a different breed of human beings.
April, was there a special intended message behind Badsville?
There's a huge underlying message, I think, one of love, loyalty, friendship, family, and also hope, like for a younger generation, and trying to push past your comfort zone or where you've been brought up from and the perceptions and the environment around you, and to push past those and aim for something bigger. And that's what Wink was trying to do in our film. Although it can end, the ending might not be that, but the underlying message is that of hope.
And I understand that you came across Badsville because David reached out to you. David, what attracted you about the script or the project to work on it and to bring April along?
Well, I had met Ian, and I just thought he was a really interesting guy and a really talented actor, and he came to me with this project that he had done with Ben. Read the script, and I thought it was amazing, but I was like, this needs a lot of money. So right away, we were like, this script in and of itself, we got to make some changes. So we kind of just started doing that. And then we started looking at directors. It was a weird position to be in as a producer, because a lot of times there's already a director attached, or you go into it with a director. So it was kind of an interesting position to be in when you have your actors and you're financed, and now we're looking for the person that's going to steer the ship. So we started interviewing a bunch of people, and we actually had some mutual friends. We had met a few times, and she happened to be in LA, I'd heard, and I was like, well, you know what, that could be kind of cool. Come on in, and we'll see what she brings to the table. And then obviously, having interviewed a bunch of people, we kind of had an idea of what we were looking for. And to be honest, she came in and like wowed us, because she was completely on the same page, artistically, and like what we were going for. She just really got it and really clicked with all of us. And so it was kind of like a no-brainer. When she left the room, we were like, yep, that's the person that's going to steer the ship. So
They took a long time to decide.
Yeah,
I was
really
like,
did.
I kept daydreaming. I kept daydreaming. I was watching Romeo and Juliet and like American History X and Animal Kingdom. I was like, I love this film. I can't get it out of my head. I'm doomed. And then they called. I was like, thank God, because this story needs to be told now.
Well, that was the thing with Ian and Ben as well. Like, they didn't want, just to go with somebody for the sake of going with somebody, and that's why, this is their big baby that they'd spent a few years on before they even approached me. So, even though when April left the room, I was like, she's awesome, we should do this, they still were like a little bit trepidatious. They're like, okay, well, should we see a few more people, or just in case, or that sort of thing? And I was like, sure, but of course, we saw some more people, and it was no question, and so, yeah, that was a fun call to make when I got the call. I was like, yeah, let's do this.
And that's our time for today. Thank you so much for speaking with me.
Oh, cheers. Thanks so much. And just a reminder that we are in theaters January 26th, and on iTunes and all the digital platforms on February 6th.
Yes.
February 6th.
And Ryerson, you're awesome. Thank you so much for helping us make our dreams come true. And to all the young filmmakers and artists coming out from Ryerson, I look forward to your new voices.
Nice.